Hey guys, Believe Queen here, and I'm basically here today to explain to y'all what's been going on in my brain. So, the difference is coming closer on its way, and production will take a while, but I'm stumped on how I want to do the storytelling. I've made a post, like a poll for y'all to vote on, and I'm getting some votes, but now I'm thinking, what if they don't exactly get what I mean? You know? So basically, this video is me breaking up the options and explaining them to y'all. So as of now, I've deleted the post because I'm gonna repost it and I'm gonna have y'all revote, because once you vote, you can't change your vote, I think. I don't know. So I'm gonna play a scene from The Difference, and I'm gonna show you the different options with that same exact scene. So the first option is the classic way. This is the way that I've been doing things. If you haven't noticed, that's what the Sade's stuff is basically. There's an image of the character, and then whatever they're saying, there will be a text under it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And whenever I'm narrating something, there's a black screen and then the narration that you have to basically read all of, you know? So I'm basically just gonna start it and I'll talk a little bit more afterwards. So yeah, the characters that I'm using are my own, so I would have to use all of my art, which is not a lot, so I would have to draw more. This is why this option is a little iffy for me, because I have to draw several pieces of art for every single character, and I also just don't think my art is good enough to have in a story like this, you know? Like, even Ruby and Sapphire, those are two random characters, but you know what I'm gonna have to do? I would have to make art for them just for this one cameo, one time thing, you know? So it's just like a lot of work for me, and that's why I'm kind of iffy on it. Okay, option two is gacha, and just straight classic gacha. If gacha changed and evolved somehow, I don't know about it. So, classic gacha. And I told y'all this is what I've been doing, but I have been indecisive, you know? Let's just have a look at it, okay? Okay, so obviously I would use gacha characters instead of drawing my own, so that takes a load off. But here's my dilemma. I don't like how small the words are, I don't like the bubbles, because that wasn't a really good example, but I have characters saying so much more stuff, and like characters going back and forth, and it just seems like it would be a hassle. And also, doing gacha that way takes up a lot of memory of my iPad, and if the memory gets messed up, then I don't even want to go into that. It just makes everything complicated, and it also does take a while as well, you know? But the characters are like more lively, you know? Instead of saying, oh, Kira walked down the hall, we can obviously see them walking down the hall, you know? It's more lively. It doesn't feel like you're reading a book as much. But even if it is more lively, you still have to focus on reading the tiny words. That's why I cannot stand it. Now I'm just getting mad, but hopefully you see where I'm coming from. Okay, so now option 3 is mainly why I'm feeling decisive, is the main reason why we're even talking about this right now. So option 3 is a mixture of both, you know? The idea is to keep the gacha characters I still have so I don't have to draw them. They can stay expressive and I can move them as needed, you know? Obviously there might be some narration involved. I've decided because some stuff is just impossible to make gacha. But this is really kind of what I want to do, you know? Obviously it's my stuff, so I can do whatever I want, but like I still want to know what y'all think, okay? So let's just watch this, okay? Let's just watch it. Okay, so do you see what you see what I'm coming from, y'all? You know? So like the text is at the bottom, just as the classic way was. We're still keeping that, but everything else is like basically gacha. And by saying I'm mixing it and doing my own way, I can literally just edit and do it my own way instead of clickbaiting people saying, oh, this is me doing plain old gacha, because it's really not, because I want to do much more with it, you know? Honestly, I kind of feel like I'm not making any sense right now. But anyways, if y'all can just trust me, okay? If you trust me, do you trust me? Yes? Fantastic. If you don't, leave. If you trust me, I think I can do something really cool here. Okay? The juices are flowing, okay? And I really want to do something cool. But thank y'all for listening. Rewatch the options if you need to, but I'm going to re-upload the poll after I upload this so you can cast your vote in again. And if you have something to say, then say it, you know, because after I make a decision and you didn't even vote or decide or say anything, you better not complain. You better just sit there and watch it, you know? But like seriously, if you have something to say, if you have a concern, or you just want to voice your opinion, you're free to do that. You're a human, okay? Please do that in the comment section. Feel free, okay? But I will see y'all next video. Bye.